What is i16 and what makes it so profitable? What makes i16 profitable is that it is a pure team matrix. It guarantees you tons of spillovers from your sponsor as well as from your referrals. Actually, i16 matrix distributes you money and spillovers without you needing to do anything active for it. This is because money is not only shared with one person at the time, but with 3 persons at the same time. This makes i16 very scalable and profitable, especially as packages are starting from 50 Tron and ending with 15,000 Tron. But never forget that it is based on team effort. If you work, you will earn more, and if no one works, no one earns. So being active yourself will be highly rewarded. But now, let us get started. The i16 matrix looks like this. As you can see, it has a lot of positions that are waiting to be filled. In sum, i16 contains 30 positions which are divided into 4 stages. If a position fills in your first stage, nothing will change in your wallet at first. But in the second stage, you will receive a 20% payment. In the third stage, a 30%, and in the fourth, a 50% payment. These percentages are taken from each current slot cost. So if positions in slot 1 for 50 Tron fill, 20%, 30%, and 50% of 50 Tron are distributed respectively. It is the same as with a 15,000 Tron slot. 20%, 30%, and 50% of 15,000 Tron are distributed for each filled position. Now, let's take a look at how these positions are actually filled, because once we understood that, we will be able to understand the massive spillover of i16. So, I already hinted at something. I said that one payment is distributed to 3 people at the same time. In practice, this means that when a position in the second stage of someone's matrix fills, that also positions in the third and fourth stages in other matrices are filled. Because 20% plus 30% plus 50% are 100%. This seems very theoretical at first, so let's visualize it with an example. Let's imagine you are part of my team. And you are the first person on my team who activates his i16 matrix by selecting the i16 compensation plan in your dashboard and by clicking on the shopping cart icon within the first slot. Through that, you will fill the first position in my i16 matrix, because you, as my referral, are always connected with me and will fill therefore always a position in my matrix. Additionally to that, you now just activated yourself an i16 matrix. It looks like this and is still empty. In our example, we will first only look at how you can earn through spillovers, and to understand that, we need to understand something really important, which is that all matrices are connected. In practice, this part of my matrix is 100% identical to this part of your matrix. So, if a referral of our team would fill a position in my matrix in one of those identical positions, then this person would also fill a position in your matrix, as in fact those identical positions are exactly the same. So, if this position my matrix fills, then nothing will change in yours. Clear, right? Because this position in my matrix is not part of yours. But if this position in my matrix fills, then it will automatically fill the same position in yours. Now, through this filled position, I am going to receive a 20% payment, while the other 80% are distributed to the people of whom I am a part of their matrix. You will receive nothing from this payment yet, because the position in your first stage is filled, where nothing will happen yet. But if now, through my referrals, the next 8 positions would fill in my matrix, then you would receive your first payments, as some of my filled slots are 100% identical with yours. In this example, I am now going to receive 5 30% payments as 5 positions in my third stage were filled, and you will receive 4 20% payments as 4 positions in your second stage were filled. And just through those 8 people, you can already see the magic of i16. You received, without doing actively anything, already 80% of the cost you paid to open the specific slot back. while only 6 out of your 30 positions were filled yet, and the payments for the next positions will always increase. Do you get a feeling of what is possible now? Let's go deeper. Let us imagine my whole matrix, except the last 2 positions would fill themselves now. Through that, I will receive 1020% of the cost I paid for the specific slot back. Meaning, if I paid for a 15,000 Tron slot, I would receive over 150,000 Tron through just 28 filled positions. This is incredibly powerful. But now, let's take a look at what happened within your matrix. In your matrix, these positions will be filled. It would be 8 stage 3 positions, which means that you would now have already 320% of the cost you paid for the specific slot back, without doing actively anything. Meaning in a 15,000 Tron slot, you would have already earned over 48,000 Tron back. Clear, right? Let's go a step further. Imagine my matrix is filled now. For you, nothing would change, as these positions are out of your reach. But for me it will, because my matrix will now recycle. That means that all the positions in my matrix will be refreshed, so I can now fill them over and over again to earn over and over again. The payments from the last 2 positions are now used to ensure a recycle. This works by filling a paid position in the matrix of my sponsor. If you didn't understand that yet, no problem. We would take a look at that in a moment within your matrix. But first, you may ask yourself now, how can the last positions in your matrix fill when those positions aren't connected with the positions in my matrix anymore? And the answer is rather simple. As in our team build, not only do I have referrals, but many of my leaders also have them, and they can now fill positions in your matrix. Let's take a look at the persons who filled your first 2 positions. Their matrix would look like this, as they are identical to these 2 parts of your matrix. When their referrals now themselves activate and upgrade i16, then those referrals would fill the remaining slots in your matrix. And once that happens, your matrix will refresh, so you can earn over and over again. Through that refreshment, which is called recycling, you will now fill another position in my matrix, and then this process can repeat itself over and over again. And obviously, every person in your matrix has the ability to fill the remaining positions in yours, as you have the ability to fill their remaining positions. But now let's sum the learned shortly up. First, we learned that all matrices are connected. Then we learned that a slot in your matrix will always fill when one of your referrals activates or upgrades his i16 matrix. And finally, we understood that slots can also fill through spillover, which ensures that through one activation or upgrade, positions in over 3 different matrices are filled at the same time. And additionally, we learned about the major factors that determine your earnings in i16. Your work, the work of your team, and your position in the matrix. Even if just one factor is applied, then you can already make thousands. If you work, if your team works, and if you are additionally filling a top position in the matrix, then nothing can stop you from making millions with the help of just i16. You can, of course, always connect with me if you need assistance in building your team. I am happy to help every one of my team members to build his own legacy in Incomatrix, and it makes me truly happy to see that some of you are already making thousands of dollars with the help of Incomatrix. So, don't forget to upgrade, and go out and refer some people. And most importantly, enjoy your earnings. Also, please don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and to subscribe to our channel. This helps us in reaching a bigger community, so our team can grow steadily, which will benefit every one of us, whether you are a member of our team or not. I wish you happy earnings. Your leader O.